What's up YouTube, Delix here, and today I'm going to be counting down my 8 predictions of the DLC characters for Dragon Ball FighterZ. That's right, it's pronounced FighterZ, not FighterZ, not FighterZ, or FighterZebra, FighterZ. Furthermore, I noticed something interesting about the character select screen for Dragon Ball FighterZ. The heroes are on the left side, and the villains are on the right side. And then you have your two neutral characters, which are Beerus and Android 21.
Coincidence? I think not!
So on that note, I will be predicting 4 heroes and 4 villains as DLC. Full disclosure, yes, I do know about the leaked DLC list that was data mined from the PC files. I won't spoil who's on the list in this video, but the leaked list does resemble my DLC predictions, so if you guys stick around, you'll probably guess who's in and who's out, because I will be listing these characters from least likely to appear as DLC to most likely to appear as DLC. So without further ado, let's get into it. At number 8, I have Super Geninba. The main antagonist of Dragon Ball Z Fusion Reborn, he is a demon of pure evil and great power. Geninba has a various amount of abilities that would make him a unique character for Dragon Ball FighterZ, such as Dimension Hole, which would make for a great counterattack against Ki Blast, Hellgate, a green mouth energy wave, Bunkai Teleport, the ability to fade backwards while breaking into cubes, shapeshifting, goddamn, he can stretch his arm a mile long, and his Dimension Sword attacks. However, the possibility of Super Geninba being DLC is slim to none, seeing that FighterZ is catering towards Dragon Ball Super, which is a shame because I think Geninba is one of the coolest villains in the Dragon Ball series. At number 7, I have Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta is a character I'm dying to be playable in Dragon Ball FighterZ. To me, this fusion is one of the coolest moments to come out of Dragon Ball GT. Come on, Bandai, put some respect on GT. Plus, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta can use techniques such as Big Bang Kamehameha and 100 times Big Bang Kamehameha as his special and super moves. However, if Geninba and Gogeta somehow make it into the game, I wouldn't mind having the Super Saiyan version of Gogeta, because then there's an opportunity for Gogeta to perform a dramatic finish by using the Stardust Breaker technique on Geninba. At number 6, I have Cooler. Frieza's older brother and the main antagonist of Dragon Ball Z, Cooler's Revenge, and the follow-up, The Return of Cooler. Much like his brother, Cooler can push his body through transformation to increase his power, and looks a lot more intimidating too. Though unlike his brother, Cooler is not consumed by his ego and is less likely to underestimate his opponents, which arguably has some fans favoring Cooler over Frieza, including myself. Some of Cooler's unique abilities include his Darkness Eye Beam, Death Chaser, Death Flash, Chaotic Dead End, man, this guy sure loves death, and Cooler's final form, which has Cooler looking like Barney on steroids with horns. Or Bandai and Arc System Works can go with the Meta Cooler version and take advantage of the mass-produced cyborg clones created by the Big Getty Star. At number 5, I have Bartok. First appearing in Dragon Ball Z, Bartok, the father of Goku, Bartok was a low-class Saiyan warrior who was unsuccessful in stopping Frieza's plans from annihilating the Saiyan race, and died along with his brethren. Or so we thought. In episode Bartok, instead of dying, Bartok wakes up in the far distant past, fights against Chilled, possibly one of Frieza's ancestors, and goes Super Saiyan. If Bartok is one of the 8 DLC characters, it would be a missed opportunity to pass up on his Super Saiyan form. Also, imagine the dramatic finish Frieza would pull on Bartok, getting to relive the extinction of the Saiyan race in 1080p 60 frames per second. Oh boy, the feels! At number 4, I have Broly. You guys saw this coming. Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan, is one of the most iconic characters in the Dragon Ball series thanks to his massive size, relentless ferocity in combat, and his interesting backstory. Wait, you're telling me Broly is pissed off at Goku because he couldn't get a good night's sleep as a baby? What a little bit. There's no doubt in my mind that Broly will appear as DLC in Dragon Ball FighterZ due to his popularity amongst the fans, plus his sheer size would definitely bring a unique playstyle to the game, serving as a brute type character with incredible strength but lacking in mobility. At number 3, I have Vegito Super Saiyan Blue, an immensely powerful result of fusion between Goku and Vegeta by the use of the Potaro earrings, exhibiting Vegeta's cockiness and habit of taunting others, but is not as serious, having inherited Goku's easygoing, cheerful nature. Some of Vegito's techniques include Spirit Sword, a blade created from condensed ki, Big Bang Flash, Banshee Blast, and final Kamehameha. Also, with Vegito's return in Dragon Ball Super, fighting against Zamasu in Super Saiyan Blue form no less, the chances of Vegito being DLC are high. At number 2, I have Jiren, the most powerful member of the Pride Troopers, able to go toe-to-toe with Super Saiyan Blue Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta at the same time, can counter hits time skip, and can hold his own against Ultra Instinct Goku. Some of his signature moves include Power Impact, a Ki Blast in the form of a fireball. There is also an orb variant used to surround Vegeta within a sphere of Ki, electrifying him before detonation. And then there's Jiren's Invisible Eye Blast. Jiren unleashes this ability with a Force Blast able to repel powerful attacks such as Vegeta's Final Flash. Will anything stop this man? Some fans are being pessimistic by saying Jiren will be saved for Dragon Ball FighterZ 2. To that I say no. If Bandai wants more money in their pockets, they're gonna put Jiren in this game as DLC. And number 1, I have Hercule. I'm just kidding, guys. It's not gonna be Hercule. At number 1, I have Keval. As you can see from my list, I love my fusion characters. Keval is the Batara fusion of Kale and Khalifa. Don't let her small base form fool you. Once Keval goes Super Saiyan, you're probably going to want to renew your gym membership. Kefla's signature moves include Gigantic Blast, which create a cluster of green or red Ki blasts that can be homed in on her opponent, and Final Weapon, which releases an aura that fires power-like flashes that would give Porygon a run for its money. However, there are some fans that want Kale and Khalifa to be separate characters, but for me I prefer their fusion counterpart because it allows for more characters to join the roster. So there you guys have it, those are my 8 DLC predictions for Dragon Ball FighterZ. What characters would you like to see as DLC? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, it really helps me out, and subscribe for more content from me on Dragon Ball FighterZ and other games in general. I'm DMLX, I'll see you in the future.